Hi, my name is Rosan Agbaja. This is my cross-gender leisure hobby project. For this project, the activity I chose was soccer. I participated in this activity with my friend Maro, who is to the left with a purple shirt, and I am to the right in a black shirt. And our coach John. We met up to play soccer at the San Leandro Marina every Sunday for 2 hours. Brief history. The origin of soccer has been traced back to ancient China, 2,000 years ago. The first soccer game actually involved kicking of a ball made of pig bladers or stuffed leather through a hole in a cloth tied between two poles. Soccer has always been a male-dominated sport. One of the biggest problems in the history of women's soccer was that it was often violent, especially when played without a clear set of rules. However, all this changed when Britain transformed the game of soccer to what it is today, by making the first uniform set of rules that lessened the violence of the game. With the invention of the rules came a referee and the making of a red and yellow card. According to Sports Science Resource, the first soccer game in the Olympic was in the 1900s. However, women's soccer was not introduced until 1996. This is the year U.S. women's soccer team took home the gold medal. Current perspective. Nowadays, thanks to Title IX, female participation in sport, especially soccer, has increased. We now have women's soccer team in schools, and the Olympic Games makes women's soccer popular also. According to AAUW, which is American Association of University Women, women's soccer has consistently shown the strongest growth pattern within all divisions of NCAA. My theories. There has been historical changes in participation in women's soccer because 1. The world is changing. People think differently. 2. Norms are changing. People are breaking out of the traditional gender roles that says women are supposed to stay home and take care of the kids while the men go out to work and bring home the money. Or women's leisure activities comprise of activities within the home, and men leisure activities involve games such as soccer or basketball. 3. Women are standing up for themselves. For example, the women's rights movement. 4. Knowledge is power. We now have the knowledge that disputes all the ancient theories of why women should not participate in certain sports. How does this fit into traditional ideals of leisure? Well, according to Lection Note B, the Victorian ideal was mentioned. This theory states that women were always perceived as the weaker sex. Women were not supposed to participate in physical activities such as running, rowing, climbing, and so on. Soccer requires rigorous physical activity, such as knee kicks, dribbling, heading, chest pass, traveling with the ball, pacing, and so on. In relation to class material, gender norms restrict women from playing soccer. Media coverage. The media does not cover enough women's soccer games or women's sports in general. According to Gerben Helen, in the journal titled Cut of the Beautiful, women make up roughly 40% of athletes in organized sport. However, media coverage of women on the field amounts to less than 10%. Like I said earlier, the Victorian ideal talked about in Lection Notes B reveals that women are not supposed to participate in activities like this. Constraints. I have not participated in this activity before because growing up, I only saw boys engaging in soccer, not girls. I also had interpersonal constraint, which means that my culture or family or friends did not encourage me to participate in soccer. I had interpersonal constraint because even if I wanted to participate in soccer, there was nobody to play soccer with me, not girls or not boys. This activity was fun, exciting, tiring, educating. I felt out of place sometimes because I had this mentality of it being a male sport. I felt frustrated at times when I was not getting some of the moves, but overall, my partner and I felt accomplished. This activity was fun, exciting, insights. I learned that leisure activities could be interchanged. In doing this project, I learned just because I don't participate in this activity doesn't make me incapable of doing it. I was just stuck in my gender norms. Due to this project, I stepped out of my gender norms. Now I too can play soccer. I would participate in this activity again, but not as often. It is a fun leisure activity, but it's not the leisure activity for me. However, I felt accomplished participating, and I'm also glad to be done. My references. Thank you for watching.